Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Natalie, spelled N-A-T-A-L-E-E, and I'm here to do your free psychic daily tarot reading. So I had an experience today. I mean, I do every day. Every day it's like there's something. But today I read a comment from Loki Bean who said on yesterday's video, "You're Still the One," she said, "I love that song, at least the video with the woods at night and that big sexy man taking a hot bath." And it occurred to me that I didn't even watch, I've never seen the music video for Shania Twain's "You're the One," and I didn't realize that I didn't listen to the song before sitting down to do the reading. So I went over and I watched "You're Still the One" from beginning to end. And I feel so embarrassed, you guys. I feel so embarrassed that I was so unprepared for that reading yesterday. I didn't even know how unprepared I was until like a couple of hours ago. Now, I totally miss the emotional fullness of really what's going on, if that was resonating for you yesterday. Because, I mean, the video was really lovely. It's a really sweet song. It's really, really sweet. And I was able to just connect things in a whole different way from the emotional standpoint. So I learned, watch the music video, learn the song. So it also feels, guys, okay, well, first of all, let me finish this one thing. Okay, so yeah, I didn't realize the big emotionality of this. I didn't realize what that love, that feeling of "you're still the one." Like, it's like after running around in circles. So number one, it really feels like someone was thinking or just trying to figure this out for so long. And number two, the way I was so disconnected from the emotional. I really feel is one or both of you in that situation where someone had to discover that they felt a certain way, that they didn't consciously understand, right? Okay, so that's someone in that situation. It doesn't even end there. So I felt I had this whole, and I felt it in my chest. I felt just my heart. I felt it feeling things. It was weird. It was weird. And so I as a creator, I have to know who this is. I have to know who did this. I have to know who created this, because I consider myself a very majestical creator. So, you know, I had to know. I go into my Ecosia search bar. Shania Twain co-wrote that with someone. Okay, who's that person? Guys, this isn't, I can't make it up. She collaborated or co-wrote with Robert John Mutt Lang. Okay, this guy. So I go over to his Wikipedia, and guess what, you guys? Guess what? Guess when his birthday is? You guessed it, November 11th, 11/11. I can't make this up. I had a huge moment, okay, about it. So yeah, someone who has that, someone else, I had it, but I got rid of it. The comments thread. So someone has their birthday November 11th. So this Taurus full moon will be popping for you, okay? There's going to be something. There's a little treat for all of us, for most of us. But for you in that reading specifically, okay? Okay. So that's what I have to report. That's what I have to report. That's what I have to report. The emotion is sort of off the charts. For those of you who will be with, because both of you are mirroring that independence in each other, okay? So remember that part. It's forever. It's until you both die. It's till the end. It's till the end. The Ten of Pentacles. This is building long-lasting wealth with another person with a group of people with, okay, so it's like, it's not just having progeny for the sake of continuing your bloodline. It's also building something with other people. It's cooperation within the family. You both are, now remember, we're using this last lunar cycle before Jupiter enters Capricorn in the beginning of November to really put a little bow tie on stuff and get it out the door. So if that's you, this is a continuation of that. There's no way I can start with that whole revelation I had about the Shania Twain song earlier today and not go into a continuation of that energy, because then they flooded me with all of this like feeling. They did. So here we go, part 2. You're still the one. Should I then? Okay, maybe. So 10 of Pentacles, this is all on the line. This is the future. This is taking that step towards something that's going to bring you long-lasting happiness, and then letting go of that torture to be able to do it. I remember that. I'm just taking these two. These are the one flew out, and then this is the top of the pile. Look at that. You're still the one because they know deep down. This person knows deep down. You both know deep down. You're both very familiar with each other. That nostalgia, that beautiful, beautiful Six of Cups. It's the only cup card where there are flowers in the little cups, where there's something like you just give it like a little gift, little tree, little something, little piece of love. Wow. Yeah, I haven't been watching a lot of rom-coms lately. The last movie at home that I saw was The Edge. I love that movie. So not exactly. So yeah, honestly, you guys, that feeling just hit me. Like watching that music video. First of all, I love the blue light everywhere. I love it. Shania's lovely, gorgeous in the water, and then of course the model in the bathtub. Like it's a great video. It's a great song. Then I heard the words in a whole new way. I mean, it was an experience. I think it came out in 1998. I was a little tyke. So yeah, I kind of missed. I missed all the good stuff. So sorry. So yeah, I'm plugged into that energy in a whole new way, and they're saying that they're confirming that for me, that it is someone in that situation discovering that they feel things, and it's sort of catching them off guard. Romeo, that's right, showed up as emotionally immature, and when I say immature, it's not a judgment. It's not immature. It's not like that at all. It's immature in the sense of there's someone who's still learning how to manage their emotions, someone who's still learning how to deal with their emotions, someone who's still learning how to recognize what they're feeling. Oh my God, I feel like Sally. Harry, you can't feel everything you can't express everything you're feeling every moment of the day when you're feeling. Okay, so Harry, so it's like that. It's someone who's, when Natalie says emotionally mature or just immature, I'm talking about someone who's going through their process of maturation. They're still learning how to do these things, how to flex these muscles, how to use their voice, how to use their mind, how to cleanse themselves. Okay, we're all in some sort of process of maturation. So just in case anyone's feeling a little Mercury retrograde sensitive, I want to assuage those feelings. There's no judgments here on Watch Natalie. Okay, so this is that inner knowing that this is meant to be. You both feel that this is meant to be. So for the Nine of Pentacles side, that's very independent. It's very, so whatever you're trying to learn, if you're trying to learn to be really independent and really solidify that inner column, or whether you are opening to the realization I had yesterday that I learned, I piggybacked off of your lesson, thank you, of support, of being strong enough independently to support someone who is learning how to be independent themselves and not let it devolve into a codependent situation. There's very steely characters out there. That energy is so grounded. It's so in the earth. It's so solid. I want to say Capricorn solid, but I don't want everyone else to think that I'm, but it's solid, okay? It's the most solid. It's just so grounded. I just see these deep forks going into the earth, just like far, 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 deep, deep, deep down, okay? So if you're Nine of Pentacles and you're there, maybe you yourself had just come into that kind of a stability, and you might be sort of hesitant. You have your boundaries, this and that. So just be open-minded if you're Nine of Pentacles, okay, you're still the ones reading November, whatever. If that's you, then have a little faith in yourself and confidence that you'll be able to remain very independent. Remember, someone has to keep the plot. Both people can't lose a plot. So whoever is more emotionally mature, just be organized and just marshal your energies together, because you absolutely will be able to. And you'll know. I already described it yesterday, so you'll know if that's your goal, if that's not you yet, okay? You both know deep down that this is supposed to be like a forever thing, that this is supposed to be like long-term happiness. So this is the deeper, they're showing me a lake. They're showing me a lake within a lake. Have you ever seen that? It's like deep sea stuff where there's a density there's like a river in the ocean. It's crazy. I'd rather go to space than deep sea. Oh, okay. So, so they're showing me that this is like the deepest current undergoing the energy. So they're showing me your energies as having multiple layers. So this is someone you have past life relationship with, because they're showing me a lot, but this is the deepest current, the biggest vein underneath, okay, is that you both know it's meant to be. You're still the one. Whoa. I love him so much. Hello, angel of death. Hello. Hello, hello. Willkommen. Check that out. Okay. So now we have the change. Now we have like the really big, monumental, never be the same again change. We have this sweeping change, okay? Sweeping change. I feel like this is like that 5D energy. How it really feels like is like this is the 5D energy, and then boom, the reality is like the change. Okay, so this is your telepathic connection between both of you. So in the 5D, this is what you're sending back and forth. This is really feeling like telepathic communication for me. It doesn't have to be psychic. It definitely sounds psychic, but there is telepathic communication between you two, like an energetic. They're telling me energetic. So it doesn't have to be like literal telepathy where you're sending like brain texts and stuff like that. Doesn't have to be quite like that. Hold on. Almost there. Okay. Hold on. You guys know me. I'm squirmy. Okay. So this is what's going back and forth between you. So if you are that independent, more emotionally stable person, then you're feeding strength and you're feeding familiarity and confidence. What this looks like to me is confidence. I know it doesn't look like a traditional pictogram of what it is, but where does that confidence come from? It comes from stability in like ascertaining the future, just really getting into the surety of that vision for your life is what's creating the stability. You know what they're giving me? Okay, so this came up too and I kind of just forgot it, but they're giving it to me again. It's this thing of someone has to learn that you are trustworthy by hurting you first and then you not reacting to it. When someone hurts you, and I don't know if they know that, or when people do that, I don't know if it's super conscious, like they're consciously doing it. Some people it's definitely just manipulation. Some people they definitely just want to hurt you. And then some people, I feel that it happens by consequence. It actually happens by accident. When someone treats you shitty, or someone's mean to you, or someone's, does something like kind of against you. And when you don't retaliate, when you don't have any reaction, and you're just sort of stoic and you just sort of observe it like, and you kind of just go on with your life. You don't give it a split second of a thought. It tells that other person that their behavior isn't going to change your behavior. That whatever they do, it's not going to affect what you do. They're showing me that, and I feel like it's because this person is learning to trust you. I feel like this person, the person that needs the help, or that's getting out of a bad situation, that has to stop, the Eight of Swords. I remember the Eight of Swords. That person's learning to trust the independent person. And it goes back to, no matter what this other person does, that Nine of Pentacles person will maintain the plot. They'll keep their stability and their own inner, because it comes from the inside. That stability, that confidence, it really comes from the inside. And that's what they're transmitting energetically and telepathically in some cases back to the person that really does need the help. So if you can do that and maintain your life and maintain your own self, because you have to maintain yourself and take care of yourself before you try to take care of anybody else, right? Right. So if you can do that and send that healing energy out, then that's like the max that you can do, and that you're doing. Bravo, brava. Okay. I'm sorry, they're playing the music really loud. Yes, the song. There is something about good night. So it could be that remember how one of the independent person is really guarded and the other person is really hesitant to reach out? In some cases, this was something that didn't really get off the ground. Like some of you were dating, or it was sort of like you guys didn't get, it didn't stick, it didn't take, and that's what it could be. It could be that they rebuffed you or were cold to you or something like that, and so they're hesitant to come in, hesitant to do that, like to cover that ground. But at the same time, that's why it happened. It happened like that because the independent person didn't like retaliate or do anything or have a bad reaction or send an angry, bitter text or anything crazy like that. They just kept on living life. And so what it did is it sent this person the emotionally stunted sort of person, it showed them that they can't hurt this person. And I think the initial reaction was probably, they showed it to me and then I lost it. I'm sorry. We're going to move forward. But I just want to wrap this up by saying it makes them feel secure when they know that their behavior doesn't change your behavior. Because if they're learning to develop themselves and trust themselves and grow, they need a safe place to grow. Because if they do lose the plot, if something does happen, if someone, and I feel like there's this little influence, there's this little there's something around them that I feel like is sort of a trigger, or it pushes their buttons, or there's something really annoying in this person's life that it's like a fly on the wall or a monkey on the back. It's something, we'll pull more cards, but there's something around them that's like that. That's sort of, it's like if they're trying to uphold boundaries, it's something that really gets in. It's a little thing, like maybe this person is normally well behaved all the time, but then, they're giving me a lot psychically. What's after the transformation? But it's the strength. It's the strength of the couple. Thank you. It's the strength of this connection that sees both people through. That'll help the person who's like, ooh. If you're not super independent and you're trying to get there, I'm going to send you good vibes the November 12th. Oh my God. So happy birthday to you. Your birthday is November 11th. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can't, you share your birthday with that guy that co-wrote that song. Okay. Full circle here. So it'll help the independent person be even more independent, more confident. It's going to help the Romeo person grow into a more, you know, confident person to make that approach or do whatever, you know, reach out across the aisle. But it's going to be both of them standing on the strength of the connection equally. So it's not as much of a power difference, or I'm sorry, this is so complicated. I hope I'm doing it justice. That's another thing I felt bad about, that I wasn't doing that song justice, like, at all. Like, just reading it super cold. I'm like, oh man. Okay. So you're both standing on the connection. I just want to move forward now. Okay. Let's see. What's after this transformation? What's after this death card? What do we have after this death card? What's the next message that wants to be... Okay, so we have 5 cards that came out together. 1 card came out sort of separate but on top, so it's yours. I'm taking it. Ooh, bottom of this deck we have the 3 of Pentacles. So that's that working on it energy where there is collaboration, and they're already collaborating. You guys are already collaborating telepathically and exchanging that energy back and forth in the 5D, and you're both drawing strength from it, which is really interesting. Okay, so the 5 cards that came out, we have the 3 of Cups, the 6 of Staves, the Lovers, the 9 of Swords, and the 3 of Staves. See the 3 little ships? Oh, and the 5th card that we have, the one that, or sorry, on top we have the Chariot. I was just talking to someone in a personal reading about the Chariot card, and I'm very happy to report that you guys are going to make this happen. This energy is continuing into day number 2, which is pretty strong, and you guys know the strongest energy always wins with me. So it's looking like, okay, here's the thing about the Chariot, is that the charioteer has to be standing. They have to be steering. They have to steer where the chariot goes. This is all about the human personality being a vehicle for self-expression. Okay, so our bodies are the chariots, our souls are the charioteers. It's us steering this vessel, this vehicle. And we steer it towards what honors the soul, towards what we want. That's the point. That's how life works. The 2 sphinxes down here won't move until you answer the riddle. Now, what the riddles are about yourself. So the charioteer will stand and the sphinxes will ask a riddle to see how well he knows himself. If he answers the riddle correctly, the chariot moves. If he doesn't answer it correctly, oh, you don't know yourself. We can't give you what you seek. You don't even want what you're asking, and you don't know enough about yourself to even know that. Okay, it's like this. I'd make a great sphinx. Okay, so this is all about direction. It's all about, now that's why it shows up as ambition and victory. Okay, overreading. Okay, I make sure to have different other qualifiers, because sometimes it can show up as just the desire, but not as much direction. So as long as you keep it all in line, as long as you keep everything sort of together and organized as far as your energies, and be as self-aware as possible, you'll be able to move your chariot. With the rest of the energies on the table, oh my God, where do we even begin? So after the last barrier is removed, say that, the obstacle, the barrier, I just like to switch it up. Okay. This is a little bit, of course, this is what worries me. This energy being here at all is sort of worrisome to me. But I feel like it's just because you have these expectations, this is the card of expectations. You sent out your ships, or you're waiting for your ships to come back. You know, if you're the independent person, you're maybe stressed out, still stressing about the other person's progression. And it's because I can feel it. You just want like the best for them. You really care about this person. You really care about this person being independent. You love yourself. You love them. You want what you have for them. You want to share that quality of life. Okay? I totally get that. I feel like until you guys are together, you're going to be stressed out about this. I feel like until you're together, there's always going to be this little itty, maybe that's the annoying thing that I was picking up, that no matter what, there's always going to be this little stinging doubt, this little, because I feel like that's where the crack is, to allow doubt to come in. So if there's anyone around you that you're talking to about this, which there shouldn't be, but if there is, they could be feeding you little doubts, or they could just be asking an innocent question that triggers a little doubt, that triggers this little crack, this little door being open, because you guys are not, quite together yet. But this is after the barrier, after the hurdle. It takes away that doubt, because we have, of course, the Lovers, which is the soulmate card. And we have the Six of Staves, which is victory. It's a really wonderful victory. It's finally receiving the attention of the lover. So it's finally both of you in the physical matching what's going on in the 5D. So you guys come together and you reunion. You just cheers, cling, you celebrate. Laughing, celebrating. Okay. So that's pretty clear. That's pretty cut and dry. And then we have the Chariot. So it's like, as long as you guys stay on the same page, as long as you guys agree on the same, and you guys really do. I really feel like this is all in the fantasy, in the dream life, in the mind and in the hearts of these two individuals whose energies I'm channeling. And it's that truth. That's the truth. You're still the one I love, because love is truth. Justice is love and truth. So of course you're still the one. Of course, like, it's just going to keep coming back around to the same conclusion. And the longer that you guys are separated, the longer this Romeo has time to just go in circles about it. So it feels like there's going to be, I feel like the time is coming up. And like I said, there's off ramps, there's on the expressway, there's off ramps. So some groups are not going to take this exit onto, taking the exit off the highway to hell, that mental torture, and taking that expressway ramp onto Mario Kart's Rainbow Road. I don't know, but just pick your great song about the road. All right. So that's what this is here. That's what's going on. You're still the one I love. The one there's now, God, now they're going to be usually after I'm done with the channeling, whatever is so coming at me really strong, whether it's a freaking color or a movie or some random whatever, after I do the channeling, after I put it into a video, it goes away and I go back to my life. So it's a big deal that the song kept carried through, because like I said, I saw that comment and I listened. I finally listened to the video, saw the music video. Wow, this is really poetic. This is both people involved sort of being changed by love here in a pretty big way, because I bet that Nine of Pentacles person, the one with the barrier or the boundary, it's for them too, because it's like they filter the things psychologically out first. Okay, you don't mentally fit my bill, or you don't, not like they're rejecting the person. You're obviously, trying to be, it goes back to what I perceived as a quagmire, but I'm glad that I just trusted my own ability because they gave me the answer and it was pretty great. It won't be codependency when you both care about both of you being independent, and that's where the difference is. Some people, you'll see that in parents that resent their children from being their own people and undermine them. So if someone is pretending like they support you being independent, but whenever you really make real moves towards that, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or otherwise, they knock you down. They ask little qualifying, it's like little digs, it's little uppercuts, little elbows. It's not genuine. I feel like there's still influences, but I really wouldn't worry about this. This is not what we want. I know I'm telling you guys not to worry, and I see that you guys are going to do it anyway. I still like to say that just to cover when I see in a reading, I just say it just so that they know, looking back, like, okay, well, I went against the advice, but at least the advice was there, because that's what we do here. So it looks like you're going to marshal yourselves. You're both going to, you're both feeding off of this energy. You're both feeding from this love and from what you both know in your heart. So I'm going to say, just keep going forward in that energy. Okay. And just don't be hypersensitive. That's what they were giving me about someone hurting someone else, and when they see no retribution and no angry, bitter texts, it actually makes people trust them. And then it's like, oh, okay, you're not going to hurt me. It's another thing that this person trusts about the independent person, that even though they pulled back, even though they went silent, even though it's that understanding that they just need to work on themselves and that they trust them to do that. Do you see how beautiful that is? How much understanding and maturity and space to be independent there is in a very healthy, loving connection? You're still the one. After all is said and done, you're still the one I love. You're still the one I dream of. You're still the one. That's what this is. After all this time, or I was gone for so long and I'm back, you're still the one. After all this time, children, grandchildren, generations of dogs, you're still the one I want to bring lemonade to. You're still the one. Okay, so it's what you both know. So no matter what, so if you see if you see your person, just don't be harsh or defensive or insecure. Both of you, just don't be insecure. Just go with what you know and don't listen to anything else. Don't let anything else outside influence, because Mercury is retrograde. So what you think you know, you don't. Okay. If you see a post on Instagram and you don't have the full story, I don't care what the circumstance, you don't have the full story. Be very careful. Don't jump to conclusions. Give this person the space. If you're the person that needs the space, use the space. Use everything that you have to do your own work, okay? Because Angel of Death is coming, and when he arrives, it would be wonderful to already have everything stacked up in the corner, ready to be taken out, okay? After this transformation ends of you not being together and you guys are, oh, did you see that? No. 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. What's beneath that one? Oh, well, that's not yours, but it could still apply. So you both are going to work because this is the Holy Grail. You both want to collaborate and learn from this relationship. This Ace of Cups is for both of you. So this is something that's like bursting at the seams. That's what I felt in my heart, you guys. I was like, oh my God, is that love? Yeah, it was pretty intense. So this is going to be overwhelming for both of you. So both of you need to utilize this time. Guys, honestly, chill and just go with the flow of this retrograde energy. Use it to take things slow and to really reevaluate and make the best slow decisions and slow, small little alterations of energies. It's a really great time to make tweaks and make things really, really great personally and in projects as well. So use it to the best of your ability because God, this is going to be so uplifting though. This is going to be so uplifting to that person that really needs it. The one who is learning about emotional independency. The Romeo character is going to just, they're not going to be able to come completely full to this partnership. The other one's going to be able to come completely full, and it's not going to be an unequal give and take. It's going to be a very equal give and take, and it's just going to, the other one's just really going to flourish. Yeah. So there's no psychic vampirism here or anything like that, guys, so don't worry about it. It's okay. Okay. Let's do Moonology for you guys. Because then you're going to enjoy the soulmate connection, and it's just going to be, oh, they're telling me that you guys are going to, yeah, you guys have to get on the same page. After the death card, everything's different, where it's like you're physically together, and it's all of this here. It's going to put an end to the worry and the fears. You know, because you're going to be, honestly, I know I can see it, you're going to be nervous until you're actually holding this person in your arms. It's just how love is, I guess, okay? So when you guys get together, it's going to be like, oh, the birds sing and everyone's coming out of the trees and stuff. It's going to be fabulous. It really will be. But then, here's the thing, is that you're both going to be so self-empowered and so strong that whatever goals that you have, like as a couple, this could be a precursor to a very... At least you're going to feel that way, that you can do anything in the world, that you can just take the world by storm, or that you can just kind of do anything, accomplish anything together type energy. I'm getting a lot off of that Chariot. Yeah, you both have the same goals. You both have the same direction. I'm filming this on the quarter moon in Aquarius, by the way. Show the world the real you. Remember, the other person has to fight back against something that they've been raised in, or some sort of thinking that no longer serves them. And what it has to do with is rejecting the system that they used to get to the top, that they used to ascend, or that they use in some way, shape, or form. And now they have to take a stand for themselves and just be an individual. That's what I just got with this Aquarius energy. It's just be an individual. Make an individual choice that's good for you. Being afraid, or being, you know, people are going to judge me for picking this person. People are going to judge me for loving this. Someone here, I felt a trigger. That really triggered somebody. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You who is overly invested in what people think of them. Wow. Haha. Okay. Bottom of the deck. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries energy. Check that out. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, so this is about being yourself for sure. It's about making your own decisions in life and in love, and defending your right to just live your life for yourself, defending your own individualism. I thought of this earlier today. It's connected to a different story. I tell little anecdotes in my personal readings because sometimes they just channel that to me. So back in the day, like in the 90s, it was not cool to be caring about the environment, okay? Caring about the environment, about the world, about Earth in the 90s was just... You couldn't have a bigger sign on your forehead that says, dork. I remember being in first grade, Roman Catholic schools. They're built like a compound prison, prison compound where there's like the church and all the schools, and then like a concrete in the middle just like to play around in. First grade, everyone laughing at me for picking up trash and putting it in the trash can. Yeah. They would throw trash in front of me knowing that I was going to pick it up to like recycle. It's like this whole... Okay, now look at us now. Look at us now. We all, those kids that were like bullying me or whatever, I'm pretty sure they recycle now. So if this story, this anecdote I'm sharing with you, to the person who is afraid to stand up for themselves, to stand up for who they love, to stand up for their life and their happiness, show the world the real you. It's so much more impressive. It's so much more interesting. It's so much more respectable. And it's you. Like, no one's living your life but you. If someone's projecting onto you, you're selling yourself short. You're just, why accept someone else's idea for your life when you can dream up your own beautiful idea for your own life? Let yourself have this connection. That's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Mic drop. I love you guys forever. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Let me know if you need anything. My email's down below. Have a great day, guys. Bye.